Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 20th of 2020, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans have been reunited. A lot of fans that walked away from the sequel trilogy ever since the release of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. A lot of fans made up their minds and said that they were never returning to Star Wars until now, with The Mandalorian Season 2 really setting a new bar. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we obviously see that they really are on the road to success here. They have everything in sight, everything that they are aiming for, shooting high for these different goals. And they are already completing those goals pretty much at a very fast rate. Now, what we actually witnessed just the other day in the final episode of The Mandalorian Season 2, I gotta say, Luke Skywalker's introduction as a young Luke and a Jedi Master with R2-D2 by his side, taking Grogu to train him at his, of course, new academy. This just feels so right. This just feels like that they are connecting Luke to Star Wars Legends version, which is exactly what they are doing as we speak. However, what's even all the more intriguing has to do with the follow-up, the Book of Boba. Now, this is, of course, a planned mini-series, if you will, give or take 4 to 5 episodes max, way less than the traditional 8 episodes for The Mandalorian show. Now, the Book of Boba is going to release in December of 2021, December 21st, I believe, to be exact. And this is going to dive into stories involving Boba Fett and his encounters with specific opponents. Now, with that being said, of course, given that The Mandalorian Season 2 is now all over, it's described that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are fully invested in developing Mando Season 3 and 4, as well as the Book of Boba, that is set to explore new tales of the world of Tatooine and other worlds in the galaxy that have yet to be explored. It's explained that Favreau is planning a big side story for both Luke Skywalker and Boba Fett to cross paths again on the world of Tatooine during one of Luke's missions as a Jedi. As of now, it's unclear as to what the exact time frame will be for the Book of Boba, but it is planned to actually tie directly into The Mandalorian Season 3, which will have a massive time jump. It's described that Filoni is signed on for an episode of the Boba Fett miniseries, where they are planning a fight sequence between Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker at Jabba's palace on Tatooine. It's described that as of right now, this was an original idea by George Lucas that is now being put into reality as we speak. The Book of Boba Fett is set to have a couple of Luke Skywalker scenes before Luke becomes more significant in Mando Season 3 and 4, however, Luke will not be the main focus in the show, and will actually be treated as an opponent in the series against Boba Fett to create a small yet major reunion between the two characters. Now let's stop right there for a second. What's even all the more exciting is that Jon Favreau's major plan for Luke is to make him essentially what Tony Stark is in the Avengers movies. So we've already discussed of how Jon Favreau plans to make Thrawn the Thanos of Star Wars. Now Favreau is planning to make Luke the Tony Stark, if you will, of Star Wars. We can already see what they're doing. We can see that little ensemble cast brewing. We got a little glimpse of that at the very end of Season 2 of Mandalorian. We had Bo-Katan and Boba Fett and other characters in the mix with Luke and Grogu and R2. They're trying to set it up like an Avengers-style type of Star Wars situation where the characters meet and eventually split and go on their own little missions here. They want to actually differentiate it a little bit from Marvel, but taking a couple of hints from the MCU and what made them so successful. So, like I've said, I think that what they really are trying to do here is that they're really trying to pay respect to Luke. There's no doubt about it. When we actually witnessed what actually happened in that hallway scene where Luke is just mowing down all of those Dark Trooper droids, man oh man, it really does, have a nice reflection of what Darth Vader did in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. You can see how they love parallels. It's like poetry, it rhymes. And that, by the way, was all done on purpose, as we went over just yesterday of what John and Dave said. So this new reunion between Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker is an interesting touch. The Book of Boba Fett is not going to primarily focus on Luke. He's going to be somewhat involved, but not a big role per se. Mando Season 3 and 4 is where it really begins to pick up for Luke Skywalker, being, of course, a part of this new universe. Now, mind you guys, Luke being introduced in Season 2, it was not just a cameo like, here he is, now he's gone, and that's it. This is just the beginning of what they're planning to do in Season 3, 4, and beyond. The, of course, other TV shows that are going to tie in with the Mando series, they're really treating it like the MCU now. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, obviously Jon Favreau knows what he's doing. We all have to trust in Favreau and Filoni. They really are the saviors of the Star Wars universe. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.